Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be showcasing a Charmer deck profile. This is a control-oriented deck. It utilizes a Dogmatica engine in it. I've been having a lot of fun with it recently, just messing around online essentially, and I feel like it's got decent potential. Right, so we're starting off with the Spirit Charmers in hand here, which is always a great thing to see, and we've actually already got the Awakening Possessed in our hand. So we can start off with the Spirit Charmers, we'll just get rid of the other, I don't want that. So first we add Alsa to our hand, and then we set Possessed Partnerships. And now I'll activate Awakening Possessed, and then we can summon Alsa. We get to draw a card through Awakening Possessed. That's a great draw, actually. So now we've got another piece of interruption, which is what this deck is all about. I think here I am actually going to link off into Artemis. This puts my Possessed Partnerships online. And then let's see what our opponent has up their sleeve. I find that Secret Village of Spellcasters is really what makes this deck a really powerful archetype. Though it obviously can be used in any spellcaster deck. We're up against Cyber Dragons here. That's quite a good matchup. Okay, so the Chimeric Mega Fleet Dragon that can be used using any Cyber Dragon monster. So I'm going to Salt and Judgment here because I can't use Possessed Partnerships. So they're going to activate hers to search a card. Well, Cyber Dragon. That's fine. And now we activate Possessed Partnerships, summoning our Alsa back, and then we can destroy the Cyber Dragon. Awakening Possessed should activate now, giving us another card. That's not the best draw. Another Secret Village. So they got Galaxy Soldier. So they're going to activate Galaxy Soldier's effect. Obviously, we don't want that, so we're going to imperm it. So that's negated, and they have no plays left to make. So it's our turn now. We've drawn Fleur-de-Lis. I think... Right. I reckon we can go... I don't think we need to go from the deck. Though, actually... Okay, so... We'll go into Nefarious Archfiend. And that will allow us to summon Alsa back to our field. We get to draw. And then we will link that away into our second Artemis. And now into Liner. Now we'll get to use Nefarious' effect to search another Possessed Partnerships. So this deck is really good at actually just keeping on gaining all these controlling cards. And that's kind of the reason why I find it so powerful. Like, you can just keep getting these interruptions. Okay. I'm probably just going to summon Fleur-de-Lis here, I reckon. Because it's kind of just a may as well thing. And I think we'll just move towards battle for now. Destroy the Galaxy Soldier, we'll hit him for some damage. So I think we're in quite a good spot here. They're looking... I mean, they've got 3 cards left in hand. We've got a Solemn Judgment. They can't activate spells. We can pop one. We get to draw when we do that. We can negate one of their traps because they can't activate spells at the moment, and I don't see Cyber Dragons running any spellcasters. I think we probably So they're going to Mega Fleet. I don't think that's too much of an issue, to be honest, at the moment. I think I'll leave that. So they're summoning a Hers. Okay, so they're linking off for Cyber Dragon Sieger. So I reckon... So they're going to search a Cyber Dragon. So they're going to activate Sieger's effect. That isn't an issue. I mean, it doesn't really matter if we activate on Attack Declaration or earlier. So I'll just activate the Possessed Partnerships. So we get Summon our Alsa. We destroy the Sieger. And now we get to draw another card. Drawn into another Solemn Judgment. That's a great draw. They've used their normal summon already, I believe, so I don't see them doing much here. So they've got Core, so they'll be able to summon a Cyber Dragon from the deck. However, I'm not too disconcerted by that. So they've got Naxter. So get Sunback Sieger. Yeah, they're done there. Okay. We drew another Possessed Partnerships. So I think here, we'll just move into battle for now. We'll attack Naxter. I don't think... Yeah, they're not going to use Sieger here. Yeah. I'm not going to attack with Fleur-de-Lis, obviously, because they can just use Sieger's effect. So I think here we'll set another Partnerships, we'll set a Judgment, and I reckon we're done. So they're just moving straight to battle. Obviously they've got Sieger. So here we're going to summon Heater. I think we have Lethal here. Or, no we don't, because we use... Actually, wait. I reckon we set Crackdown. So we would have had Lethal if I'd activated Possessed Partnerships there. That was my mistake. So obviously I instinctively leave it to interrupt during the opponent's turn. But like, I mean, we're still in a good position, so I don't see us losing. Because although the opponent has lots of cards in his hand, I have the feeling that quite a few of them are spells. Because obviously you've got Power Bond, you've got Overload Fusion, that sort of thing in these Cyber Dragon decks. So I think we'll just crack down here, take that, because obviously if we don't really want to lose our possessed cards. So now we have the Sieger, which is going to be linked away for Fortress Dragon. I don't really see any point Solemn Judgment in this, though we... So yeah, bear in mind we've had 2 Solemn Judgments sitting down here that we just haven't needed to use. Like, this is kind of the power of the deck. You just don't need these really powerful cards because they can't do anything under, especially Secret Village Spellcasters, but also just all the other cards we've got. So that's Lethal. Okay, so We won the rock, paper, scissors again, so we're going to go first, obviously. So we draw on the Spirit Charmers. I really don't see us using Unpossessed. Like, you put it in, I put it in here, but I don't really see much use coming out of it, so I'm just going to pitch that. So the opponent does have what I'd assume to be an Ash or something of the like, but I do not see any problems here. We'll activate our Awakening the Possessed. We'll summon Elsa. Now we get to draw. Okay, that's a great draw, Araya. That puts our Possessed partnerships online. There's no real point summoning Artemis at the moment, so I think we'll pass there. What I do find, Labyrinth. Okay, so it's Labyrinths. I played against these before using this deck. Artifact Sanctum. They're trying to lock us out of the extra deck. I mean, there's not a massive issue with losing the extra deck. Like, even though, yes, we have, like, a couple of good cards, especially, like, Artemis. I do not see that we're getting... Okay, so I'm going to Ash this because I don't want to get the card advantage drawing 2. Like, yeah, again, like I was saying, losing all, the extra deck wouldn't be having a massive impact on this like it might do in all these other, like, heavy combo decks. Okay, so this will special summon a Labyrinth monster. I mean, there's not much we can do against that, but whatever. So I'm debating. I feel like using Crackdown here is probably worth it. So I reckon here at the end of the turn we should probably activate Possessed Partnerships because I want to get rid of the field spell. And I also want to get the draw. So we'll do that. Now we get to draw a card, keep up the card advantage. Okay. So here we will go into our Nefarious Archfiend, so then we get to special summon our Charmer from the grave. That will enable us to draw another card. I'll also activate Possessed Partnerships here, may as well. So this does get our Unpossessed back, which we had previously discarded. And, I mean, it doesn't really matter. We'll summon Elsa, though, just because... I suppose, yeah, we do get less attack gain, but whatever. I mean, it really doesn't have that much of an impact. Let's see. So they've got this. I don't think we need to link off here, because we've got a Araya in the grave that puts our partnerships online. So I think for now, we'll just enter battle. So they've got some kind of face down, Storming Neuroforce. I still don't see too much of a major issue here. So I'm going to set partnerships. I don't think summoning Elsa here is a great idea, so I think I'm going to leave it there. This is quite an interesting match, because obviously, as this is control-oriented, it's a lot more interesting a matchup. There's a lot more that can go wrong or right. So we're gonna Ash his Welcome Labyrinth. Okay, so they're going to get to set some normal traps, which is incredibly inconvenient. I should have probably possessed Partnerships Backjack, but oh well. So here we'll possess Partnerships. And we'll summon our Araya. So they've got their traps. So they're going to destroy Awakened Possessed here. Okay, I'm just going to activate Possess Partnerships Engraved to return our Awakening back to the field. Because I like that. So they're going to summon Azumdi there. Okay, they're summoning Ariana. So when they activate their trap they've got face down, they get to draw and special summon a Fiend monster or set a spell trap from the hand. I mean... Okay, so they've added a spell. That's interesting because obviously we have Secret Village as spellcasters. So I think what we will start off with is Secret Village as spellcasters. So obviously that's going to put quite a big... Okay, so we'll summon Elsa. So effectively rendered to the card they just searched useless because now they can't activate Labyrinth. God, that's a tongue twister. I feel like going into Trapeze Musician will probably be the most optimal play, because then we get to activate our Fleur de Lis. So I'm going to activate its effect, and we'll send Elsa here to the grave, and summon our Fleur de Lis. That will give it 2 attacks. So here I activate the Spirit Charmers. I don't see any use for Nefarious anymore, so I'm going to send that to the grave. They're activating Ice Dragon's Prison. So they're going to banish my Fleur de Lis and my Elsa, which is okay, I suppose. I'll add Wind to hand and I'll set another Partnerships. So they've got Stovey now, which will allow them to set another. So I think that I'm going to take out Ariana. Because her effect's going to be a bit inconvenient. And now we can make Zeus. Now I know that this means Secret Village spellcast is offline, but not for long. Because I'm... So I think that I'll let this proceed. So they're going to get one of their traps. Say the search. So we'll add a hand, sorry. I know they've got Labyrinth in their hand, so I think I'm just going to activate Teamwork well, Possessed Partnerships, I keep saying it by the name that comes up on the card art. Possessed Partnerships here, so they can't actually activate that. And we'll summon Win. This will enable us to draw a card. So they will get to stack to the top of their deck. That won't have any immediate impact, I don't think. Or I sincerely hope. But yeah. So they've got the Ku Klok in hand. They've got Labyrinth now face down. Yeah, and they have nothing they can do here. We drew Solemn Judgment, not bad. We have got the Ash if they just try and activate Welcome Labyrinth. Now I'm debating on whether ashing this just purely to... But if it's a random card, I feel like it's worth ashing this. So I'll just let that follow through. So they're activating Ku Klok. They don't control Labyrinth, so Ku Klok's effect doesn't activate, but that really doesn't matter because Absolute King Batjack's effect means it can be activatable anyway. So I think we'll start off with Ecclesia here. So they're going to activate Welcome Labyrinth, and I'm glad I saved the Ash, because now we can just stop that. So the only card that they've got left that's activatable is the one that they got randomly off the top of the deck, and there we go. That's a win.